Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Orange Galen, and this is the redirect video for episode 8 of Bofuri. So I decided not to try to upload it to YouTube. One, I was kind of running out of time, and I was just like, whatever, I'll just put what I have out. And I didn't want to make any major edits. I didn't want to try to do the take like every other second out of the video kind of thing that I tried to do with the past two-parters that I had out. I think I talked about it in the actual video, but there was a couple of episodes, like 4 or 5, episode 4 or 5, or both, where I managed to upload it in 2 parts to YouTube, but it didn't like me trying to do that with the last part, and I was not wanting to try to fight that again. So you're going to get it on BitChute, and it is an edited version. It's not going to be the full episode, or most of the episode anyway. You're still going to get like 80% of the episode, pretty much, I want to say, but I'm just cutting out kind of like my old fairy tale videos, where I just kind of intermittently cut some stuff where it's unnecessary. So yeah. The reason this is coming out on Thursday rather than Wednesday is the main reason. One, editing. Is just that I didn't really get around to editing it until it was too late. And by the time I would have finished editing it, it would have been like late in the night. And I was just like, I'm not doing that. And of course, nowadays with my job, late at night means 8 o'clock. So, yeah, that's one major thing. The other thing is that yesterday, one of our cars got stolen. Or I should say, somewhere in between Tuesday and Wednesday, like in the night hours of that time, our old 1993 van got stolen, and it was just like, come back, and it's just like, okay, van's gone. I didn't even notice it because I leave at like 4:30 in the morning, and it's pitch black outside, so I wasn't really paying attention if it was there or not. Probably wasn't, if I'm slightly remembering it, but yeah, basically broke a window and did the whole ignition ruining thing and drove off with it. Though I will say on Wednesday that they did find it. The police did find it somewhere. I don't remember where, or if it was even said where they found it. However, they like towed it, and it's a whole process to get it back. Basically what happened is that aside from like the broken window, there is the ruined ignition thing where they like hot wired it pretty much. So like the side of the steering wheel got torn off, and they stole the catalytic converter from like underneath the car. So now it has like no emission protection, and it's loud as all hell. Of course, we didn't drive it, so we're going to get it towed to a repair shop if we decide not to scrap it, pretty much, because it's old and the paint job is not great. However, it was still in pretty good condition, all things considering. And also, the weirdest thing is that because it's like a minivan, so it had like the front 2 seats, and then it had like a middle seat, and then it had like a rear kind of bench seat, but they just stole that last bench seat out, and that's missing somewhere. So we're probably not going to get that back or get a replacement for that anyway. And there was a whole bunch of crap in the back, so we were just like, yeah, let the police handle that. So yeah, that was interesting. It was just kind of like, well, I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been one of the cars that we actually use, because we have 3 cars. There's that minivan, and then there's a Prius that we have that I mainly use to go, like, drive around. 2003 Prius, so it's one of those older models that can't be... Because apparently there's this thing where people are stealing something with it. I can't remember what, but, like, the newer models of Prius, it's actually easier to steal this certain part of it, whereas with the older model, it isn't. So that's one of the reasons why we still keep it. And also, aside from the fact that it doesn't have that annoying whistle thing, it's one of the quieter ones. And also, we have a Toyota Highlander. We like our Toyotas, but we have a Highlander that's basically the replacement for the minivan. And we, for a while, we were just like, okay, do we get rid of it? Do we keep it? And we've just been keeping it on the road, pretty much. Not on the road, obviously, but like on the street, pretty much. Like, sidewalk, park it on the sidewalk. And it's not all that surprising that it got stolen. But still, it's kind of like the principle of the thing. It got stolen. It was ours. It happened in front of our house. And so, yeah, I'm thinking about, like, buying one of those, like, steering wheel. I don't know what they're called. I can't remember what they are, but it's basically like to prevent the steering wheel from being moved around. I'm thinking about buying one just for us. Because we already have one, but hell knows where the key is. And I'm just thinking of buying a new one just so. It's sad that it's come to that part where we have to, like, protect our stuff. Like, it's those small jerks that ruin it for everybody. And so now we have to, like, protect our stuff. And it's now that it's like, it was stolen once, who's to say it's not going to get stolen again. So thankfully, the insurance company is going to take care of most of it. Replace the window, the starter, and etc. all that. However, we're just going to have to pay, like, the storage and towing fees, which is like $200 a day pretty much, and the towing is $200 for like an hour almost. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of a little news snippet that's happening. Yeah, gotta love the early hours thing. Somebody commented it was kind of like my bike, like, over a year ago, or not even, let's see, yeah, it was over a year ago, 2 years ago almost, where it got stolen, and then I found it like a week or two later, because someone brought it into the restaurant that I worked at the time. I was just like, did a double take, and it's like, that's my bike. Has a different front tire, and the horn doesn't work, but that's my bike. So, I mean, in this case, it was a car and the police found it, but at least they found it. But, yeah, it's good. It's just annoying. Yeah. So, anyway, that was what kind of happened yesterday and the day before, so not really anything else going on. 2020 is still going on strong, month 14 now. So, in any case, reaction, Bofuri. This is going to be episode 8, and I shall include a little snippet at the end of this just to whet your appetite to go to the redirect. Once again, the redirect link is going to be in the description below, and I hope you enjoy. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe. I will see you all later. Cue the clip.
Are you guys ready to have some fun? It's the third event, the cow event. Oh, wait.
Calvin.